What's good, YouTube? And make a video in a minute. You guys already know what my channel is about. This channel is all about retroactive jealousy, getting better about your partner's past. I'm also going to be dropping other content too. I don't know why I keep having to say this, but yeah, so we're just going to get into this video, man. Don't even worry about the intro, man. I was just, because I ain't make a video in a minute, but I've been working on myself, trying to take care of myself. I've learned a lot, and hopefully you guys learn from what I'm about to tell you in this video. So number one thing is you got to grind. That's number one. Focus on yourself, because nobody's going to come to save you. Nobody's going to come to save me. Everybody is looking out for themselves. So you got to take responsibility for your own situation. If you're dealing with your partner's past right now and the pain is ripping you apart, if you're still having the thoughts, you're still having the emotions, I always say just know that you're not alone. Especially me, when I'm going through it, I try to remind myself to not feel ashamed or to not feel weak, even though sometimes I do. But, you know, just keep in mind that there are others that's dealing with it too, that it's not just you, right? So that way you can take a lot of pressure off of you, right? So at the same time, like if you're caught up in the situation and you feel like you hate your partner's past, or you feel like it's the end of the world, or you're feeling suicidal, whatever the case may be, I would say to not make it worse than it already is. Right, you got to be very aware of your thoughts, and you got to be very, very aware of your emotions, right? I don't know if people committed suicide based off of retroactive jealousy, but I know I wanted it to commit suicide as well. Not necessarily I, but, you know, a part of me did, I should say. And I still be going through my own battles here and there. I try to do the best that I can to keep my head up. I'm just going to share with you guys my journey. It's not like I'm saying I'm definitely not better than anybody in any way, right? So if you're dealing with it right now, you got to keep your head up. You got to pay very close attention to your thoughts and the emotions and your emotions. Like I always say, the emotions is the primary thing that you need to be aware of, right? The thoughts will always change. So if you hate your partner's past, you might see that you always have different thoughts about a lot of different things, but the emotions stay the same. So whenever you feel the pain come up, whenever you get the thoughts, what you need to do is you need to bring your awareness into the emotion. You need to start observing the emotion and really start paying attention to how you feel, making sure that you don't feed the emotions more, because emotions is energy in motion. Right? You don't want to make yourself feel worse. You want to feel better. Well, not necessarily. Well, let me just remove feeling better, because half of the time, majority of the time, if you're dealing with your partner's past, you're going to feel like shit regardless. You're going to have to feel the emotions. There's no way around it, because the emotions, the only way emotions get released is by you feeling them, right? So make sure that you're not holding on to the emotions, right? Letting them go. Especially you're definitely going to have resistance, because you're not going to want to accept your partner's past or whatever they did or whatever the situation is. The resistance is your mind resisting it, right? The resistance blocks your energy from flowing. So you're going to have to let go of the resistance. You don't have to accept something. You don't have to like something to accept it. So even if you don't like your partner's past, you don't have to like it to accept it, right? But you're going to have to come into acceptance. What you need to do is you really need to start paying more attention to what's going on inside of yourself at all times. Whether you get triggered by your partner, whether you see them with their ex, whatever the case may be, you need to be aware of what's going on inside of you at all times. Because at the end of the day, you feel that way, not your partner, not anybody else. You don't want to be stuck in this pain or whatever it is forever. I know for me, at the beginning, it was very shocking, but it happened. It is what it is. It's not like, I feel like, I know majority of people that's going through retroactive jealousy or that's dealing with the partner's past, they probably had no idea that they would have to deal with something like that one day. But the reality is, that's just the way it is. I know for me, for sure, I've had regrets. I've been suicidal many times. You know, all type of bullshit that I had to deal with. But I had to suck it up at one point. Pause. I had to just deal with it and just accept it, right? Because there is no escape at all. You can try to smoke, drink, party, go have fun, and these, you know, here and there temporarily you can hide. It's just like there is no pain, and there is no escape, I should say. And for me, it was constantly, because I'm constantly around my partner. So it's just like, for me, it's like I was just it was constantly in my mind. Once again, it's intrusive thoughts. It's not like I'm consciously thinking about it, right? It just comes into my mind, and it was just bothering me all of the time, and I had to deal with it. So you're gonna have to learn how to control your anger too, because most likely you're gonna be angry because you feel like crap, because you're having the thoughts or whatever the case may be. But the more you take it out upon your partner, the worse it's gonna be for you, because you're just gonna end up feeling worse, and then you're gonna feel more pain and more shame. So there's really no point. So the message of this video, what you have to do is you have to pay very close attention to when you're really like, when the pain and the thoughts is at the most intensity. That's probably the most important. Though you have to pay attention to your thoughts, right? Disidentify from them. Do not explore the thoughts. Do not go along with it. That's okay if you find yourself exploring the thoughts. Just know that the thoughts will never end. You cannot think yourself out of retroactive jealousy, because the more you try to think about it and try to reach some sort of conclusion, it's never going to happen. The emotion's going to keep going, the thoughts going to keep going, and you're just going to feel the jealousy more and more. The pain is going to keep going. It's going to be this endless bunny rabbit cycle, right? So what you need to do is you need to ignore the thoughts. I know it's easier said than done. Just don't give them attention. You need to bring your awareness into the emotion, relax, breathe a little bit, and then just stay with the feeling over and over and over again. Once again, whenever you get the thoughts and the pain, do not explore the thoughts. Bring your awareness inside of yourself. Look at the emotion, look at the feeling, relax your body, stay with it, and do that again and again. And you're going to see that the more you do that, you're going to relax more and more, and the intensity of it is going to go down, because you have thoughts going on in your mind, and then you have pain inside of your body. Most likely pain from the past, pain from childhood. I can't say for everybody, because I can't see. I wouldn't be able to tell for everybody. But most likely pain from the past, most likely pain from childhood, most likely beliefs and shit like that, and different things. Most likely beliefs and, you know, all these different things that you have to deal with. But you need to be aware of what you're feeling. Is it anger, fear? What is it? And you have to go inside of the emotions, and you're gonna have to feel them, and it's gonna feel like crap. Most likely you're gonna probably feel suicidal. But by me learning and watching different people, when I was going through it, I didn't have any other choice anymore, because I knew I couldn't keep running away from it. My life was tearing me to pieces. It was falling apart, and I had to do something. So like I said, this is my first video back. I gotta go to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna get some sleep. I recommend you guys just check in here and there. I'm gonna be posting more vids. Let's get it.